Kia ora, I'm Mike King, former stand-up comedian, now mental health awareness advocate and spokesperson for the King Aug Charitable Trust. Let's start the conversation. So, what is spirituality? Spirituality is at the heart of everything. It's at the heart of everything we do. Spirituality for me is awareness of self, and that's always been a struggle for me. As a young fella growing up, I had no self-esteem whatsoever. I had absolutely no self-esteem at all. I had no good things to say about myself, and as a result of that, I spent a lot of time on my own. I didn't talk to anyone about my issues. I didn't talk to my parents. I didn't talk to my friends. I put on a mask, I guess, and the mask that I wore was the mask of the funny guy. For me, doing that my whole life has just, it's got me deeper and deeper into a really dark hole. And on the outside, it looked like I had the perfect career, while on the inside, it was a nightmare. So most people know me as a funny guy. What most people don't know about me is because of my self-esteem issues, I'm a drug addict, I'm an alcoholic, and I've suffered from depression for most of my life. My insecurities, my self-esteem issues were all around the way I looked and the way I thought about the world. I always had lots of conversations with myself. Instead of talking to my peers, talking to my parents, talking to other people who may be able to help me, counselors even. I didn't. I locked all my problems up inside. So for me, spirituality is about getting in touch with the small child that we all have locked away in our heart, that small child that got hurt seriously for the very first time in our lives, whether it was a breakup of a relationship or an argument with mum and dad, a crossword with someone that you love, that little innocent child that we lock away in our heart and say, no one is ever going to hurt you again. And we park what I call the taniwha at the door. It's about letting that young boy free, I guess, and showing him the world. You know, in life we all get hurt. In life there are ups and there are downs, and you can't fully protect someone from life's bumps and bruises. It's about getting up and talking confidently about issues that we have, not being scared of them, being proud to share them. My whole life I was so worried about what other people would think of me if I ever opened up and talked about my problems, that I created a huge hole for myself. So 9 years ago, I decided that I was going to face up to my problems. I decided that I was tired. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so I started talking. And I started talking about my issues, which allowed other people to start conversing about their issues. And it's the most liberating thing that I've ever done in my life. It's like every time I come out and do something, even something like this, it's like I'm slaying the dragon. I'm coming out there and making a step forward. Instead of telling people what to do, showing them that talking about issues, talking about things like spirituality, talking about things like self-awareness, self-stigma, are really, really, really important things to do. So what do I do when I'm having a bad day? Well, the first and most important thing I do is I tell the people that I love, I'm having a bad day. There is only one thing worse than having depression, having stigma problems, having stigma issues. There's only one thing worse than that, and that's living with someone who has those issues and them not communicating with you. When I'm having a hard time, just tell the significant people in your life. Just tell someone.